It's a quarter after one. I'm all alone and I need you now. Said I wouldn't call, but I lost all control and I need you now.
They're a Nashville trio that has pulled off a remarkable double play. Lady Antebellum is one of the hottest country and pop acts around.
I run to you, baby.
Last year's Need You Now was the second best-selling album of the year.
Yeah, we own the night.
Now they're out with a new record, Own the Night, which debuted at #1 on the Billboard charts. Its tracks are a mix of lost love longing and Southern comfort. Fitting for a band that Charles Kelly says is finally easing into its whirlwind success.
We're hitting that stride of, okay, man, let's take a little pressure off. Let's really try to enjoy this. Let's try to live in these moments that we're having and appreciate them.
It's an odd twist of fate that these three ever even met. As a Nashville native, 25-year-old Hillary Scott has country music in her blood. Her dad is a musician, her mother a country singer. Hillary spent part of her childhood on the road touring with them.
For kindergarten, I was homeschooled and I literally lived on the bus and would watch school on videotape. I would like cry when the school bus would go by. I'm like, I want friends that aren't 35, you know?
By the time she was in high school, she was performing with her parents in an annual Christmas show.
I knew after doing that for 3 years, if I can sing Christmas songs night after night for like 2 months straight, that I can definitely do this.
Known each other for almost forever, for a long time.
Dave Haywood is 29, Charles Kelly 30. They met in middle school.
Well, I mean, literally, we've been buddies, for 15, or more years now. We grew up together in Augusta, Georgia. So, there's just a comfort level of somebody you've known forever. And
They played in cover bands together, attended the University of Georgia, and then began to write songs.
Our first attempt was Carpe Diem is on vacation. We're really bad. I mean, it took a long time to really catch our stride.
Seems I was walking in the wrong direction.
And for a time, it looked like they might not make music again. Charles worked construction. Dave became an accountant. But soon Charles moved to Nashville.
he called me down in Atlanta, and I was working in the corporate world and was like, man, I got to get out of here. So, but I'll do anything. So we came up with no job and just writing songs every single day.
And then the internet intervened. Charles posted some of those songs on his MySpace page. Hillary happened to find them, and then by chance ran into Charles in a bar.
So I walked over to him and I was like, I'm Hillary, I'm a singer-songwriter from here in Nashville. I've heard your stuff and I just think you're great. Like, just wanted to give you a compliment.
And I said, well, let's get together and write some songs. Thought I might get a little date out of it, if nothing else. And
you want to get together and write? But we actually did, and that's all we did. And we'd never stopped. We haven't stopped.
And literally from the day we met Hillary, it just felt like something was different. And it's always had a really, really special and unique feeling.
That what we had was all we'd ever need.
The first time I was really incredibly proud of a song was the first song we ever wrote, which was called All We'd Ever Need. And I just remember going, this is it. This is a song right here.
Y'all just needed a lady.
We just needed a little.
A woman's perspective.
Female
There
intuition.
you go.
What they needed next was a name.
Okay, we got a lady. All right, lady this, lady guy, two guys and a girl, blah, blah.
Clearly they were stumped, until one day Charles and Dave came face to face with some antebellum style homes.
And Charles calls and he's like, we have it. And I was like, okay. And he goes, Lady Antebellum. And I was like,
she's so nice if you know her too. And she's like, now I know. And I'm like, I'm sure she didn't like. She was like, it's great.
Yeah.
And we were so passionate.
It's different,
that
right?
we like
Yeah,
that we sold her, on it.
And I was like, okay, fine.
Well,
It'll be if we are lucky enough to get a record deal, it will probably be the first thing to change.
We were sure that
Yeah.
it would be the first thing to go.
But it stuck.
Now they needed an audience.
I was here,
right
Heather was there,
here.
Dave was
I
here,
was tucked away. We had a full band with us.
drums in the back.
And there were probably 15 people.
Guitar.
Lady Antebellum played together for the first time at this Nashville bar, performing a song that would become their first hit. Others quickly followed. And then they struck gold, or in this case, multi-platinum.
It's a 1:15. I'm all alone and I need you now.
A little ditty about a late-night call to a former flame set the band on fire.
And I need you now. And I don't
Need You Now has become the most downloaded country song ever.
How shocked were you by how giant this song got?
I think we had no idea. I mean, just to give you, an example of it, we had no idea. We almost didn't record it.
The song's essentially a drunk dial to an ex. Why do you think it resonated with so many people?
I guess everybody's been there.
A lot of drinkers.
Whether they want to admit it or not,
If I ever cross your mind.
When you wake up now, does it feel real? Does it feel earned?
Parts of it. There are some parts, though, that just are the most overwhelming feeling that, like the Grammys, for instance.
And the Grammy goes to?
At this year's Grammys, Lady A, as their fans call them,
And the Grammy goes to...
took home 5 awards, including Record of the Year and Song of the Year for Need You Now.
I'll never forget waking up the morning after the Grammys, just like laying there, just like looking up at the ceiling going, did that really happen? We knew the most productive thing we could do after that amazing night is to get back to work and to get back into the studio and focus on the music, because if that isn't there, everything else is gonna suffer.
At work on their new album, the group admitted to some nerves.
We'd be lying if we said that there wasn't pressure. But this is so much fun for us, and we love creating, we love writing.
Here we go.
The 2 guys and a girl of Lady Antebellum are savoring success they hadn't planned on quite so soon.
There's so many other artists who are so unbelievably talented, and for whatever reason, we're the band from Nashville that has shined through, and we don't take that for granted. It's validating, but it's also like, why us,
It's a 1:15.